progress at Kennedy, or are we going?
York State of Mind program, but part 5 and Takeo Comfort Solutions.
Here in downtown developer and good citizen Joe Paolino tonight. An interesting take and going on that maybe not everyone's paying attention to. Yes, but I'm not sure he's really honed in on what they are and what he's trying to. I think you'll be compelled to take your own notes on this. So stay tuned. Thank you very much to my on. Right, New York Times comes out with an essay, really, story, as they say in the business, but it's a story about the things that Donald may be trying to do and has done, and trying to kind of tie a behavior together, and to get a break, firing, and now it turns out they Trump acting or suggested or wondered about they could make a replacement to the Southern New York U.S. of Michael Cohen. That head prosecutor accused him because he's been a contributor to the campaign. He did, but continue kind of thing, which will get. Here's the latest from the network.
President flatly denied a New York Times that he asked his former acting attorney general to intervene in a hush money investigation.
Did you ask the attorney general now to change the leadership, the investigation?
No. That just is.
The report says President Trump last year Michael Cohen was being investigated for hush money payments to two presidents he allegedly had affairs with. The Times reported relationship soured after he refused attorney and Trump administration appointee Jeffrey Berman of the Cohen case. Berman himself. On Tuesday, Andrew McCabe, the former FBI actor, made a startling statement in an interview with CNN.
Believe the president asset?
I think it's possible. I think that's why we started our investigation.
In response, White House Kellyanne Conway called him, quote, liar and a
Liar, pants on fire. Leaker. The House is to is and another MO indicates the president either doesn't care or yet way to do things. Being one thing, being off not the Constitution or how it's supposed to work altogether. McCabe, of course, more headlines. I don't know how people are feeling about this, whether this is reputation or not. Fight a little with the mistruth that he included an email press. You'd have to read it here. General has for him at the same time is incredibly credible. It seems believable. Read his book was pretty good. So, weekend's work. Coming back home just for a show at 7. I probably will have talked radio 3 to 6 on W. I was bothered on a couple. This young man was walking on campus on the evening and reportedly one of the co-eds yelled some racial slurs at him as he was walking by the house. And ball player, he Democratic organization in town. He leads a conversation. He would have to suffer something like that. It would seem pretty random, homonym, thank you, and but here's the thing, the poor and the to deprogram the entire race. You know, we are going to teach our kids about real life. Seems to me that the campus environment ought not to be protective. I'm not in any way, shape, or form what this girl reportedly said. Stinks sometimes. To be, one student said after too many beers, why ball? I know it's part of a syndrome and slope, and this is not the kind of behavior. You know, we don't want this momentum to begin, and we don't. Social media, young man's complaints on social media exacerbate the situation. Sometimes somebody something, and for that, maybe that ought to be handled internally in the pages of the newspaper. Does that make any sense? For the school. Schools are terrific, and now they're defensive. Anyway. Speaking of Paolino's just on top of his building for crying out loud. He actually wrote it. This is I the other day. So what is this picture? Brawl. The bus stop in Kennedy Plaza. You a big tweet? Is that
Toward all of us,
I guess. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
That picture is a fight, you say, a couple of weeks ago.
O'clock in the afternoon is that system in order to save dollars, which I think costs more money. The high school students don't have school buses. They use rent. And what happens is the high schools all in Kennedy Plaza. And now you have rivalries between Mount Pleasant, Hope High School, Central, Classical, other private schools, all congregate in all one. Who jealous somebody just flirted with someone, or what happens if somebody just got a game or a football game? They're a rival place, and all people are all in one location at a time. No security from the department. No from. Now somebody from in that area is not being patrolled properly, and stabbing took place. This is what we have to see happen in business. Just yesterday of mine in my building, and I think I pay a lot of Providence. I'm probably one of the largest taxpayers. I don't know if that's good, but I do. But I need rent in order for me to, because on Kennedy Plaza, and they've been in the building for maybe 15 years, telling me their lease is coming up next year. They did looking to move out of the building, and now let's see, the Blue Cross building, the tax stabilization, next to the train, they're away from Kennedy. Competition. Another competition is Wexford. Got a tax stabilization. They're away from Kennedy Plaza and competing with property owners that have been subsidizing their taxes by government. Nowhere near. The problem in Kennedy Plaza. What do we? Who into the building with Kennedy in the way to this? Who would want to go there?
All right, these are questions that you raised. Come back to some of those and talk about the litigation that Joe is answers. So, which of course has been on Kennedy Plaza has changed. Yeah, there you go. At least there's a bus. There's a couple of different conversations we're having here with Joe Paolino. A is the pedestrian problem, the lack of consistency of kids after high education, like you actually raised the question about who would invest in the Superman. You actually brought a prospective buyer leaser type through, looking at the environment, correct?
Totally paused. Totally paused. They saw, we walked all around the city of Kennedy Plaza. They said, is this always going to be this way? And I said, you make this a condition with the say that this has to be relocated or moved or fixed up, because that's what the investment will be. So we'll wait and see what happens. They have their client get the answers from the president of the building. If it happens, it'll be wonderful.
Next door, the Superman will be rehabbing, I think, vital for the future of the city. It's funny, you know, on the phone, I take a big hit over that. People are like, you know, the guy who bought it, you know, you up, you know, we're not going to bail him out. There's a 38 Studios disposition that lost us a AAA guys with poor leadership from the top all the way around on that, in my humble opinion. This is another whole I seem to have with a lot of people who dial the show. I believe that that building saved without a investment of some, but whatever the private part of it is, it's going to be significant. Do you think there's a viable answer for that?
I do. I think the viable answer. We tried, and I worked with Mayor Lawson, I worked with Raimondo. Citizens problem because they needed 1,500 copies. Costly to do that into a downtown area. So that was one obstacle. The second obstacle, the building wasn't big enough for them, and they ended up going to John. If they went, they transformed the city. Then there's been some talk. Ever are they going to do something in Providence or not? I don't think anybody knows the answer to that. They probably don't know it. The one that came back to me is that building was built for today's needs of today. Large companies want ceilings, large floor plates, no columns in the 19. So it's got lower, smaller floor plates, columns everywhere. Can't be off. Okay, what could be an institution, Brown, URI. The nursing school would have been to have put it there. Head of economics, I worked with Governor Sutherland. Building empty. We put the University of Rhode Island there because no private company would have gone there. I hate having down because we are a university city. We should keep that. So the next, then go for housing. And I think housing is a good answer.
Being built downtown.
There is, but it's all rented. They're all rented. You know, I did 44
people like.
They like and they want to walk around. They want safety, but they're not going to get safety in Kennedy Plaza. There, and here's what I can't figure out. I'm a large investor. I think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to economic development. I have that is my strength. I'm a large taxpayer. I can't get anybody to listen, so I had to do what I want to do. In court. I'm already 15 in legal fees, my own money. Else, I can with 15,000, but I filed suit, and the city and Ripta got a problem. Right. I think we have a good basis.
When we come back, we'll talk about exactly what. Stay with us. So, is that we're in the midst of an improvement in Plaza. Joe's litigation, Joe Paolino, our guest, at first objective is to and have further conversation to your attorney, who I had a lengthy conversation with on the radio the other day, Mr. Mancini. You have to know Kennedy Plaza improvement plan. There are a couple of or full shots Kennedy Plaza improvements, and of course it's hard to see unless you got a big. But some of the content that they want to do, consolidate walking and riding bikes around the population, vibrant park, everyone wants to hang out, which I think in principle concept is something who would
Totally.
disagree with that?
This sounds great.
But what's happening is counter to that. You think, A, having a bus depot terminal right in the middle of the plaza and or right up the road toward the State House is a mistake.
Mistake.
Because
Because if you're trying to create a public park, let's say Bryant Park in New York, Bryant Park doesn't have a bus depot there. Years ago, it was terrible. They had it was and special. So is there stops for 5 locations to put. They could do it where the Bonanza bus was. Right there, nice deep location. 2, Thomas Market. 3, they could put it at the plating location. 4, they could put it at the Conley Wall. 5, they could put it on Collier Street Park. Locations to do terminal. Then have bus stops in the city, not just at one, but on all the different streets in the downtown.
for Kennedy Plaza feels central to them all. I guess maybe because downtown. I wonder if actually geographically it is central to all of what they're doing when it comes to things, transportation.
Yeah, before it was all on the different streets. When I was
Right.
mayor, they tried to sell me that putting all Kennedy Plaza. I said, you're gonna have nothing but a mess, and I wouldn't go for it. You get federal monies. Federal money.
And the federal money, the feds love to see this kind of centralization of systems inside urban settings. And engineering that goes on for federal, and the people locally grab that federal money, subsidize improvement projects.
What I'm constantly problems when I'm not even putting attention into my own business. Get my business going with this.
You may be funding it, but you have
Water Place Apartments,
others,
and there
people
are
who
other
live downtown.
hotel that's going to be there is involved, and some of the other office.
Education is inclined to say a couple of things, if I understand it correctly. First, the plan is faulty. There wasn't enough public process.
It's very faulty.
In terms
And every time when we all of a sudden it got changed. Complicated situation straightened out. What you have to do is sit at the table. What are our options? How can you work? How can you work with us other town? How do we coordinate done? They're making it into such a big project. To me, is a business. It's compromise. It's working together. It's being honest with each other. It's communicating about where our problems are and how we can rectify them. Get your ego, put it aside, check it at the front door, get the job done.
Well, it seems to me that there needs to be more scrutiny, taking these notes and goals of the, and then having them explain how what they're doing meets these goals. It doesn't seem like the method to the end to bring the end. And so maybe this litigation will cause everybody to stop. But it is interesting. You don't see from the DOT or RIPTA or the city on this. And what's going on?
I have a lot of respect for him. I think he's a great director of transportation, probably one of the best ones the state's ever had. Communication with him, but lawsuit going on. I'm afraid to about trying to.
But my lawsuit, and I didn't do a deep dive. The and had a lengthy conversation with your attorney. Lawsuit is a cry for help, as opposed to a bazooka that you're laying at people's heads. Correct?
Totally. Please listen to me. Don't give me court and spend money because you're not listening to me. But I'm listen to me one way or the other. Not do it in the person. of the charities that we have.
Is there some kind of resentment for your place in the community? Big shot business owner, build. You know what I mean? Is there just around this thing? Is it something like that?
You know, the only difference I the laws is Kennedy Plaza. I don't have any other. Well, we had drinks. One day I said to him, you know, maybe part of our differences is generational, because I do. And funny enough, I probably would have supported him back. I don't know if I wanted that. I would agree. I would do that. He hasn't. If he listens to me, what I'm saying, the trenches. I'm there every single. I'm not in this. I know what they. One job to another job to another job, and they want to show a pretty picture. See what I did? Well, practical. My dad told me a story. We got the shopping center. We have to put some barriers and landscape. He said, but the planners don't. Is that when they put all of these barriers, they snow in the winter. And it made so much sense to me. And these planners don't. They want pretty pictures. Well, I want something to be. Even though we have litigation going on, I'm happy to work with
Kennedy
anybody.
Plaza, a la Bryant Park, would create very pictures. And the survive and the other stuff you want to do can survive. Hang out down feeling threatened.
The problem with when the mayor do anything about panhandling in the city. Dangerous thing. And people hurt. And it doesn't give a good perspective of what your city should be. Then, Plaza thing. Then we had the stupid. I think I cared about the person who doesn't smoke, but they're telling the people across the street from me, you can't law. They're saying people can't smoke. So they all come in front of my building. I mean, let's use some common sense.
You know, my words, not yours, seconding the motion. It's a cry for help, and seems to me DOT Hall. Sit down and figure this whole thing out. Wish you good luck, and we'll follow it. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Final word, and we come back. Stay with us. All right, between the locations and all that's going on, matters that's top of the news with Mr. Timothy, our security expert from Brown University, tomorrow night. Try to relate some level of this whole thing. Right? 3 until 6 on WPRO. Warm evening.